Hey Legacy Bears, it's Miss Pearson here, and I have a fun Mardi Gras story to read for you today. We've had a great time celebrating Mardi Gras at Legacy over the last couple of weeks, and on Tuesday when we come back to school, it will be Fat Tuesday, which is the end of Mardi Gras. And so I have a book today called Delphine, Denise, and the Mardi Gras Prize, written by Brittany Mazik and illustrated by Sawyer Cloud. I'm Delphine Denise Dubrow, and I have a few favorite things. New Orleans, because that's where I live. Purple, green, and gold, because it's impossible to choose just one color. And Mardi Gras, because it's the biggest celebration of the year. My friends and I always march together in the Mardi Gras parade. Getting ready is part of the fun. We make masks with fancy feathers and colorful costumes with beads and boas. We decorate our bikes with streamers and balloons. And we bake delicious king cake topped with sprinkles to eat after the parade. But this year, the Mardi Gras parade will be bigger than ever. There's a big, shiny grand prize for the best float. If that crown were mine, I'd wear it. When riding through town on the streetcar, while gobbling beignets in the French Quarter, and while visiting Jackson Square so all the artists could paint my picture. But there's one major problem. Theodore frowns. We don't know how to build a float. Anna Louise shakes her head. Every year we just ride our bikes. And we always have fun, adds Xavier. I really want to win that crown. We can do it, I say. I get my wagon, which is just right for building a float. My friends help me paint, color, cut. We glue Mardi Gras decorations on my wagon until it is as dressed up as a carnival king. Our float is big, but not big enough. We need to think bigger, I say. My friends watch without saying a word as I pile things high on our wagon. Ladders for throwing beads to the crowds, pots, pans, and even a stove to boil crawfish, and cymbals, drums, and saxophones, because Mardi Gras is all about good music. When I'm done, Xavier points to the sagging float. Anna Louise squints at me. Theodore stomps his foot. Delphine, Denise, our float will never float, he says. I cross my arms over my chest. Do you want to win that crown or not? My friends all look at one another. Riding on a float that won't float isn't any fun, says Xavier. We just want to have a good time, says Anna Louise. Why don't we ride our bikes like we always do? Who cares about some silly prize, asks Theodore. I do, I say firmly. I'll just march by myself. If that's what you want, sighs Xavier, but the parade won't be the same without you. On the day of the parade, the root-a-toot-toot of trombones, tambourines, and tubas fills the air. Floats line up behind the brass band. Crowds on both sides of the street are ready to catch colorful beads and shiny coins. The sun is beaming. It's the perfect day to win a big, shiny crown. Happy Mardi Gras, I shout to the crowd. I steer my grand float past my friends and wave. That's when things take a turn for the worse. First a pot, then a pan. I steer with one hand and catch things with the other as they tumble off my float. A wheel comes loose, then another. Watch out, Delphine, Denise, shouts Anna Louise. Do you need our help? Asked Xavier. Everything's fine, I yell back. Theodore shrugs. If you say so, then... Boom! Crash! Kerplunk! The parade rolls on past me. My favorite celebration of the year is ruined. I'll never win that big shiny crown now, and my friends are having fun without me. But maybe I can still convince them to have fun with me. I sprint to the kitchen. I can still save our favorite part of Mardi Gras. I grab a bowl and add eggs, milk, sugar, and flour. Then I start mixing. I put my concoction in the oven, and when it's done baking, I add the finishing touch. After I place the last sprinkle, I run fast to find my friends, and the words tumble out of me. I'm so sorry. I don't need a fancy float or a big old crown to have fun. Next year, it's back to our traditions, like... And I show them my surprise. King cake! Everyone takes a giant bite. No one can resist a good king cake. Now this is a good time, I say, my mouth full of cake. Who needs a silly crown anyway? Well, whispers Theodore. About that, adds Anna Louise. Ta-da! Shouts Xavier. My eyes get big. My very own crown. My friends made it for me in all of my favorite colors. It's just like the grand prize from the parade, says Theodore. It's even better, I say. The end. I hope you enjoyed.